It's a female human.
A little girl? What is she doing here? Aaron?
She's cold.
Oh no, is she alright?
Our sincerest apologies. We cannot tell these things. We tried frantically to care for it.
It's fine, Raven. It's just... Where did this baby come from?
I had found this little human on the shore, about a day ago. I had been flying some time to scour the seas for food, when I had noticed a ship had crashed amongst a group of rocks on our island. I had not seen anything amiss, aside from a few humans who had passed, floating in the ocean. However, on the shore was another scene. A mother, who had held her child for dear life, was washed ashore. She was on her dying breath when I approached her. She did not fear me, which is rare for normal humans. Instead, she held her child out to me and pleaded with me to take it. So I did. I gently picked up the child in my jaw and watched as the mother had passed.
Raven. You did...
Aphmau, can you hold her?
Absolutely. Are you okay?
I'm fine. However, if possible, a baby this young should be held by a mother.
But I'm not...
You're the closest to that.
I'd be happy to hold her. She's so precious.
Aphmau?
Lawrence! Is that a baby? Yes. Raven here told me that he found her on the shore. Her dying mother gave her to Raven to care for.
That's terrible.
Yes, but now we have to help her. She's hungry.
There's a cow over there.
What? What is that doing here?
A cow? How odd. Were the wyverns going to feast on it?
I'm not sure.
The human isn't wrong. Under normal circumstances, we would have devoured that cow. However, we brought it here to produce nourishment for the child, but we know not how to do that. The cow is also frightened by us.
Raven says they brought that cow for the baby, but it's scared.
Then allow me to help with that. I used to do this for the other orphans when I was younger. It may take a bit to calm it, though. Be right back.
Thank you, Lawrence.
The baby seems to be calmed by the warmth. As long as you hold her close to you, she should be fine, until Lawrence comes back.
She's so cute. She's so precious.
Take her.
Huh? What?
As attached as I have become to her, she cannot survive with us.
What? What is her name?
We have called her... However, that is a dragon-given name. Her human name should be the names you know us by. Names given to her by humans.
We'll get her back to health, and then we'll decide on a name for her.
Wonderful.
Raven, you've done an amazing thing by helping this child. She's too sweet.
You should. You're the one who's been taking care of her the most.
Well, that's not entirely true. But,
I think I know what I want to call her.
Oh yeah?
I want to name her Lily. Lily?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a beautiful name.
Lilith.
Huh? What do you mean?
Lilith is the name she would have wanted.
Mm-hmm. Then her name is Lilith.
That's a beautiful name. I wouldn't have thought of anything better.
Daddy.
Shh. She'll take care of you. I promise.
Farewell, dear brother. What? How did you get... Come to get revenge?
No.
How? When did you find... You'll kill us both!
Good.
Aphmau. I'm sorry.
One knows who wears the pants in this relationship.
You know I can hear you, right?
Wow.
You aren't even trying to whisper.
Obviously! I want to make sure you know my stance on the pants wearing in this relationship.
You are wearing a dress that flatters you exquisitely, I might say.
I, on the other hand, am clearly wearing pants. Don't get cute with me, mister. I thought you liked me cute. Aphmau, I'm getting distracted. What is it you wanted to discuss? I know this isn't just a social visit. Well, there are a number of things I wanted to talk to you about. But one of the main things is Lawrence. He's been different lately. Where is that brother of mine? He's around here somewhere. He's been keeping himself closed off. I hate to admit it, but I've been thinking the same thing. Huh? What do you mean? Lawrence came to visit me a little while back, a few days before that explosion at Phoenix Drop. He seemed different, preoccupied, but also more lost. Does that make sense? Vlad said something similar. I'm not feeling so good. What? Well, glad to see everyone got invitations to the party going on in my house. Oh, great. Now she's delirious. See, I told you we should worry. Caitlin, calm down. This may not be helping. It's just a joke, Caitlin. Lighten up. Aphmau, you fainted. Cadenza brought me here to check on you. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just need to get more sleep. That's all. Aphmau, you passed out without warning. Are you aware of this? Yes. It's because I haven't had anything to eat today, and I've been having a hard time keeping food down in the mornings. I'm just hungry, and that's all. Aphmau? How long have you been hungry? I don't know, when I got hungry? Not that. I mean, there's something else going on. Caitlin has told me of your illness going on these past couple of days. That's right. She's been acting strange, especially in the mornings. Reminds me of my seasickness, especially with nausea. Aphmau, what I meant was, how long have you known? Wait, huh? Known what? Wait, you mean... I'm pregnant. I knew it! You knew she was pregnant? Well, okay, not pregnant, but I knew something was up the moment I saw you. You have this glow about you. Pregnant? What? How did that... Where was I for this? Why didn't you tell me? I didn't know I was pregnant until a small while ago. It was when we got back to Phoenix Drop, wasn't it? You were out of it that morning, I saw you. Yeah. It was right around that time where I put the signs together. And you didn't tell me? I'm sorry! I didn't want to... Wait. I thought you didn't like babies, Caitlin. Oh, Irene, no! They're adorably terrifying. As skilled as I am with my fists, I'm always afraid I'm going to hurt the poor things. But that's beside the point. I'm here for you, I know I'm not officially one of your guards, but I am your friend. And I thought you could tell me anything. It's just been a lot to take in. I'm not sure what exactly is going on. There have been so many thoughts in my head. Honestly, I still wasn't sure if I was even pregnant. All of my children have been adopted, and I just didn't want to tell anyone until I knew for sure. It's completely understandable. I'd be scared out of my mind. I understand that you wouldn't want to share this news, but you were taking an unnecessary risk by not telling anyone. But it's all okay now, because Zoe is here to help! I didn't know you knew how to deal with pregnancy, Zoe. Caitlin, I'm 900 years old. I've helped deliver more babies than I could ever remember. I've even had a child of my own once. But that's a story for another time. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm not gonna question it. Now, Aphmau, the most important thing I can tell you is this. Try to take it easy and eat well. You're still in your first trimester. You are still able to do everything and anything you've been doing. The stress and exhaustion of your daily life won't be anything to worry about. Except in the mornings, obviously. Which is good. It'll give you time to learn how to take it easy. The further to term you are, the more care you need to take. That's great, Zoe. But I think we can get to the boring technical part later. I want to know the interesting stuff. Aphmau, who is the father? I have to know! Direct as ever, eh, Cadenza? Guilty as charged, but I am curious. I don't know if I should. I'm so curious as well! Zoe, not you too. What about taking it easy stuff you were telling me about just now? Oh, you'll be much less stressed once you tell us who the father is. Trust me. Caitlin? Gotta admit, I'm really curious too. Aaron's the father. Aaron? Aaron, I knew it! Aaron? Have I met him? You have. Though back then he was cloaked. Wait! I remember that odd clothing. That hooded man with the red bandana? Yeah, that was him. Nice. Wait, Don't tell me. I told you what happened, Cadenza. Let's leave it at that. I see. What I am curious to know is, how did it happen? You know what I mean! I mean, when did it happen?
It is of her personal life, her death, and her wishes.
Irene, are you sure now's the right time to reveal this?
Now is the perfect time. Judging by what has happened, it appears she's done exactly what she set out to do.
What do you mean?
Let me tell you the story. A very long time ago, I was great friends with Lady Irene herself. I was the last person to ever see her before she fell into slumber.
Are you telling me you've been alive for over 1,000 years?
Oh, much longer than that, dear, but the story isn't about me.
What does this have to do with the new relic?
Shh. Quiet, my child, and let me explain. Now, Irene was a wonderful person. She fought countless wars and helped the lives of so many people across the world, not just in this region. She was around long before regions were even concepts. Her love of the world and its people was admirable. She'd help anyone who needed it, and always fought for a just cause. Or whichever cause was the most just. Not every war has a righteous side. But even she, who was a goddess among men, knew when to step aside and let humans fight their own battles. Of all 6 divine warriors, she was the only one who didn't go through the cycle of reincarnation through death.
Forgive me, but I was under the impression that they all lived for a very long time.
They did. But Irene was different. She was the matron, the one divine warrior who transcended them all, destined to live as she watched her friends go through their cycle of rebirth and reincarnation.
Sounds like a horrible life.
It was. For Irene, nothing was more painful than seeing her friends die. I remember that day.
But there's more of the story.
Indeed. Even though the divine warriors were gods, some of them allowed human emotions to control their actions. A long time ago, Irene, Enki, Esmond, Menphia, and Kozak had to kill Shad the Destroyer. Aphmau?
I'm fine. Sorry, just something bothering me.
I see. In any case, Shad loved Irene deeply, and Irene loved him back. However, their love was star-crossed, for the fates destined Irene to be a champion for peace, while Shad was destined to be the warrior of chaos and destruction, good and evil. They were caught in a constant cycle of conflict, but Irene always brought him back. She would throw Shad into different realms to fight their battles, which he eventually learned to break, thus giving him the title Realm Breaker. Even though Irene loved Shad, she always put others first, above her own needs and desires. She was forever compelled to resolve conflicts and help others in this realm. Then, there was Esmond, the Protector. Esmond was a shield for good. He would fight by Irene's side. However, the fates work in cruel ways, and eventually he fell in love with Irene. This caused conflict between the 3 warriors often, but this grated on her, and over time she forgot how to love, how to feel empathy. She lost her emotions for everyone and everything, being the longest living of the divine warriors. Well, you can only live for so long before you disconnect from human emotions.
You think?
Tell me that after you've lived over 1,000 years! As I was saying, Irene continued to do good for the world, but she was no longer able to return feelings of love to those that loved her, even me. During this time, Esmond, Enki, and Kozak together determined that if Shad was gone, there would be no darkness in this world, and maybe Irene would learn to love again. How they came to this conclusion still remains a mystery to me. I never believed he was the source of darkness in this world. Darkness comes from the hearts of humans. In any case, Shad found out of this betrayal and lost all reason. He ascended and turned into something purely evil, what we know as the Shadow Lord. It was Irene's greatest fight. She ended up creating the Irene dimension for the sole purpose of containing Shad there. It was a fight that lasted ages. In the end, the 5 divine warriors banded together and managed to break Shad and his relic into pieces, scattered throughout the world, and locked his soul away in the Nether. After all that, Irene didn't feel anything, and in a twisted way, this actually hurt her. She wanted to feel sorrow for Shad's death, but she could not. Eventually, her fellow divine warriors died, leaving her all alone in this world. Do you feel anything, Aphmau?
I don't know.
Then let me continue. Irene came to me one day and said, "I want to learn how to feel again." She decided to seal away all of her memories and go into slumber in the realm she created, the Irene dimension. She took her powers from herself and left them in a relic in her realm. As she sealed away her memories, she gave me a staff and said, "Take this. When it glows, place it somewhere where I can be woken from my slumber. Place it somewhere that needs my help." And with that, she vanished into her realm. Hundreds of years later, a boy who had just reborn into a Shadow Knight came into my forest. A boy who, even though lost all emotion, still cared for his brother.
And you said, take this and place it somewhere that needs the help of Irene. Back then, I didn't think you meant the help of the actual Irene.
Wait, what?
Aphmau, you are Lady Irene.
What?
There's no way. You can't be serious, Mom.
By the 6.
You're telling me that I am Irene? I have no recollection of that. It's impossible.
You are Irene. And you know this.
What?
I know it's a lot to take in.
While this is crazy,
Now, you'll have to wait a bit longer, okay? It's almost done.
Levin, I think Alina's hungry.
Hey! It's my first time making food like this. Give me a break.
Well, then you should have allowed me to do it.
Hey! I can do this on my own. Besides, it's so rare I get to cook for you guys. I just wanted to— Ow!
Levin!
I'm fine. Ow! Just accidentally touched the pot with my hand.
Oh, Levin. Alina, can you go upstairs with Caitlin and Garth, please? Now, let's see. Bandages.
Mom?
Yes?
Couldn't you just use your— I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you still—
I don't have any of my healing abilities anymore.
They haven't come back since Alina was born?
No. Honestly, I thought it was a temporary thing. I thought that maybe after a year my healing powers would come back. But they haven't.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
It's not a problem. I did have a difficult time giving birth to Alina.
Still.
Hey,
Even though I don't have my healing powers,